Look, you don't need an enemy. You are the enemy. Not in some poetic, self-help way. I mean literally. The version of you that runs on autopilot, the one that shows up when you're tired, when you're not thinking, when you just react. That version is running your life. And the worst part? You can't fire him. You can't block him. He lives in your body. Here's what nobody talks about at all. You think you're being judged on your decisions, your big moves, your resume. You're not. You're being priced. Most people don't ruin their lives in big decisions. They leak it out in small, stupid moments. Every room you walk into, every conversation you have, every time you open your mouth, people are running a number on you. Not consciously. But the calculation is happening, and it's based on things you don't even notice you're doing. The way you sit, the way you stand, the split second where something caught you off guard, and your face went wrong. The dumb thing you said, because your mouth moved faster than your brain. They don't tell you, not at all. They just file it away. And then one day, the promotion goes to someone else. The invite never comes. She loses interest. And you have no idea why. There's just the silence where opportunity used to be. That's the price you paid for being unconscious. People don't react to what you intended. They react to what you revealed. Let me show you exactly how this plays out. At home, you're sloppy. You're reactive. You say things you don't mean. You blow up over nothing. You're inconsistent. And the people closest to you stop taking you seriously. Not because they hate you, because they've seen this version of you before. At work, your boss isn't building a case against you. He's just not thinking of you at all. When something good comes up, your name doesn't surface. Because somewhere along the way, you gave him a reason to mentally file you under unreliable. One meeting where you were off. One comment that came out wrong. That was enough. In your social circle, the people who actually have something going on, who move at a different level, they're watching. People will give you 1 or 2 chances to feel you out. After that, they don't cut you off. They just stop opening doors. You burn those chances without even noticing. Dating. Women who have options are running the same calculation. Faster. More precisely, you don't get rejected. You just don't get chosen again. You laugh at something that isn't funny. You hesitate when you should be calm. You telegraph insecurity in a moment of pressure. 5 seconds. That's all it takes to go from attractive to trying too hard. Yeah, maybe it was just once or twice. Maybe it feels like the punishment doesn't match the mistake. It doesn't matter. That's not how this works. People don't average you out. They remember the version that felt wrong. You think you made a small mistake? They think they saw the real you. So, what's actually broken? It's not that you're a bad person. It's not even that you're stupid. You're just letting the wrong part of you take control. You're literally letting a child drive. That version of you, the reactive one, the impulsive one, the one that shows up the moment your control slips, every time your guard drops, and your guard drops more than you think. When you're tired, when you're stressed, when you didn't sleep, when the moment feels small, and then suddenly isn't. That's when it takes over. Here's the part nobody frames correctly, not at all. Sleep deprivation isn't just a condition. It's a decision. And the bill always comes due at the worst possible moment. You walk into a high-stakes moment running at 60%, and then act surprised when you say something off? When your brain lags, when the version of you in that room isn't the one you thought you'd be. That's not bad luck. That's the version of you that you trained. The old structures, the ones that felt rigid, arbitrary, uptight. They weren't random. They existed for a reason. They were training systems, ways of building the kind of man who doesn't fall apart. When the pressure hits, think about what it actually means to carry yourself well in a room. The way you walk in, the way you sit, the way you hold still when someone challenges you. That's not vanity. That's the first signal you send before you've said a single word, and people read it instantly. The way you control what comes out of your mouth under pressure. That's not politeness. That's proof of what's actually living inside you. A gentleman isn't something you put on. It's what's left after you've killed your worst habits. Over and over, day after day, until the discipline stops feeling like effort and just becomes who you are. So when the pressure hits, you don't scramble. You don't adjust on the fly. You hold your shape. Believe me, people will notice. That's what self-mastery actually is. Not perfection. Just control when it matters, when it costs you something, when everyone else is losing theirs. The fix isn't a system. It's not a routine or a checklist. It's awareness, the kind that's uncomfortable, the kind where you catch yourself mid-reaction and recognize. That's not me making a decision. That's the autopilot. Start there. When someone's attitude shifts after something you said, something you did, something you laughed at, don't ignore it. Sit with it. Ask yourself, next time I'm in that situation, can I handle it better? That's how emotional intelligence actually gets built. It's not something you're born with. It's something you develop, one moment of honest reflection at a time. Most people never do this. They go their whole lives thinking they're choosing, when really, they're just reacting. On repeat. Watch yourself. Not to judge, to see. That's where it starts.